Welcome back, everybody, to additional Pylons games. We're doing another playthrough, a second playthrough of 80 Days. I had so much fun with the first one, and there's so many options, so many places to go that I thought it'd be interesting to do a second playthrough, this time going a different direction. So that's what we're going to be doing this series. So if you haven't checked out my first playthrough of 80 Days, I would encourage you to go and check that out right now. So you can see there will be a card in the upper right. You can check that out, and then come back and watch this episode. So a couple things that I'm going to do with this second playthrough. First, I'm going to do my best to go to cities that we didn't visit, cities, countries, continents that we didn't spend much time in. So, as much as possible, I'm going to avoid the route that we took last time because I want to experience something a little bit different. Second, I'm going to play a little bit more, I guess I'm going to play a little more risky. Sorry, a little more risky this time. So we'll give that a shot, see what we can do with that. So here we are. We're in London. Collect our things and we'll be off. Time to pack. All right. Hey. Okay. Well, it sells for a lot in Paris, so let's go ahead and take that. Um, yeah, we've got to take a rifle with us. All right. Let's depart. Embark to Paris. So we have to go to Paris on this first go around. So it's required. We can't do anything about it. So this is, hopefully Paris will be the only city that we actually revisit throughout this playthrough. Another thing with this, the second Let's Play is that, yes, the 825, it's begun. Let's converse. We can talk with Ms. Jules Verne. Anyways, what I was going to say is, one of the things to keep in mind, or one of the things I'm going to do is point out that this is a different seed. So there are 8 different seeds. So a lot of the different, I don't know, a lot of the different items, a lot of the different places that you go, events that happen. Yes, I do enjoy romances. They're going to be different, so we're going to be able to check out some different items. The items will be selling for different amounts, and allow us to oh hey, Rome sounds pretty good. Allow us to switch up the gameplay a little bit. So for those of you unfamiliar, okay, well, so the Amphitrite Express plunged into the waters. No remark as we traveled, pressed against the window. So, 80 days, we have to make decisions. Obviously, this is based off of the novel by Jules Verne. According to today's paper, Orient Express now runs as far as Bucharest. That's interesting to note. Good for us to keep in mind. So we went to Munich last time, so we're not going to go to Munich. So I'm thinking that going to Nice. I think it's pronounced Nice. All right, so we can sell our rifle here. Yeah. Copenhagen, not going that way. Open road set. Just to poor, earnest, and prim types. Okay, we'll get started on that. And it only costs £1, so I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and go to the bank and see. All right, bank as we entered. We can get, today's Wednesday. Let's get 1,000 tomorrow. Sounds good. So try and get us a little bit more money. Let's go ahead and explore the city tonight. See if we can get more routes. So last time we went to Amsterdam, we're not going to go to Amsterdam this time. All right, Exposition Universelle. So the World Fair is there. Hot air balloons, all sorts of stuff. Let's see. I was flooded with memories of the Siege of Paris, my own small part in it. I had been uniformed soldier in the National Guard. Sure, we'll go with that. Manning fortifications alongside students, shopkeepers, journalists turned riflemen. So I'm giving ourselves a little bit of backstory for Passapartout. If that's even the right way to say his name. Prussians bombarded Paris with their croup guns, and I had screamed my defiance and rage to the sky, wielding my killing rifle with fierce gladness. Jeez. The bombardment lasted only 23 nights. Only. 80 days around the world, such fixed accountings and possibly vast experiences. Thought we would prevail. We would have to, that the other nations of the world would send aid. Our battalion in Lore? I don't know how to say that. Lore? Thirst, hunger, cholera, Prussian guns, yes. Peaceful streets of Paris. It's our only war in siege. Douse fires raging around the city. Resurrected horses, cats, rats, etc. scrub smoke from the sky. So we're like reliving a lot of bad memories, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and plan out. So we're gonna go to Nice. Departs in 2 days at 9 a.m. No charge tomorrow. We might not be able to do that because of the bank. So let's go ahead and stay the night. Traveling overnight. So we must board the longest journeys available. Perhaps you replied. All right. So yes, we're not going to be able to because we need to go to the bank, get our funds. All right. Let's take a look at the market. Nothing. Depart. Amsterdam. Private car. No. We want Nice. So yeah, tomorrow at 9 a.m. All right. So we'll have to save the night. So we ended up. Well, that was kind of voiced. All right. Anyways, we got a little more money for the trip. Help the kitchen staff to clean. Earn 46 pounds. There we go. Got a little more money. Off to Nice. Embark. Go. All right. The Pyrenees Express. Going through the Pyrenees Mountains, I guess. Board the train at Gare de Lyon. Lion Station. And the ticket booths were all staffed by automata. And cylinder phonographs installed throughout the station played La Marseillaise. French, jeez. Settled into plush seats, and we French know how to travel, I declared. Yes, all right. Let's converse with the train conductor. All right. Let's talk about Nice to Rome. Rome to, Alexandria. Seeing more famous people these days. Indeed. You and Mr. Fogg are most famous, of course. Really? Let's talk more about Rome. Rome will sell a fortune in Helsinki. We're not really going to Helsinki. Let's see about Tunis. Seems unlikely to me. Rome to Khartoum. Glass Khartoum. Cracker biscuits. So let's keep talking to this guy a little bit. Rome to Meteora Valley. Dubrovnik. All right. There we go. To Dubrovnik. And Thessalonica. Thessaloniki, I guess, technically. Calcutta, Chittagong. Singapore. Singapore to Hong Kong. All right. Onward we go. Pyrenees Express. Nice. Hours flew by and I spent them in conversation, trying to gather information for the next leg. I met a charming French master. Had a quick, unproductive conversation. Nice. In the train station. Let's go ahead and plan out. Leaves tomorrow at 4 p.m. Okay. Well, let's stay the night. Pebble Beach of Nice were filled with Italians of one sort or another. A few selling sweet pastries. I much contentedly, while I strolled along the promenade, while the ships go to and from the harbor. Daily tram links. Found a sailor to talk to. Shrugged his cars to Venice and the boat to Rome. Depends on which way you want to go. Which would you recommend? I wouldn't go to Rome if I were you. The people aren't quite right, if you know what I mean. What is wrong with them? Mimed a chopping motion I did not understand. Approach one of the glitzy casinos. Where do we go to gamble? Let's go for it. 500 to play. Down there. All right. I thanked everyone below. Would not describe a link. Suffice to say that surly-looking clientele, men and women both, sat around stained table drinking rough whiskey. I ventured a hand or two. Wow. Well, there we are. Playing a little more risky, right? So we could go to Venice if we wanted to, or we could go to Rome. So let's go ahead and explore because we have time. Our train doesn't leave until 4. So let's go ahead. Can we get another urban wallet? Gentleman's. Apparently we cannot buy another Russian gentleman's. We'll get that because we can. And otherwise, I think we're okay. So we can go to Rome. Arrives tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. The Blue Line Ferry. Going to Rome. Despite what the sailor said. Blue Line Ferry, named after the successful train line through France. When I say we, I do not mean Monsieur Fogg, of course. No interest in seeing our departure, nor staying at the front of the boat watching our progress. Instead, surrounded by more enjoyable company, a young woman. Ooh, Estelle. When I bumped into while hauling our case up the ramp. You're an explorer? Indeed so, I replied, or at least I am as of 5 days ago. Isn't that true? The seed, maybe stumble. We would be aboard just one night, and I hoped I would find my balance, especially in such fine-looking company. Yes. Let's discuss. Ooh, Mademoiselle Estelle. Rome to Thessaloniki. From Karachi to Delhi. Fares over £1,000. Let's see. Thessaloniki, Athens. Okay. Let's talk about Athens to Dubai. Cracker biscuits. Yes, that's all you need to do to get an Italian or French woman to keep talking is to give her some biscuits, apparently, and have this fine mustache, sir. My goodness. All right, let's talk about Athens. Athens to Ujiji? Uyi? I don't know. Athens to Alexandria. All right, Mademoiselle. Meteora Valley. So that's where Meteora. Karachi to Lahore. To Delhi to Lahore. All right. Onward we go. Met at the restaurant, taking the seat opposite. I've worked it out, she announced. What have you worked out? I asked. I know your secret. Cannot fathom what you mean. Phineas Fogg attempts round the world adventure. I must have colored. I knew it was you. What an exciting adventure. Travel is most thrilling, I agreed. Especially now for me, fancy meeting Phineas Fogg himself. I opened my mouth to dissuade her, but she interrupted. You're more dashing than the story made out. Wait till I tell my mother. Let it pass. The thing I would have done had I indeed been Monsieur Fogg himself. I'm sure you're in a hurry, so I won't keep you. Perhaps a turn around the deck. Ooh. Oh man. Getting a little spicy with Mademoiselle Estelle. We have to Rome the next day. I began unloading our cases when the captain stopped me. What regulations? Traveling from England, indeed so. Okay. Produced a long roll of paper, which I began to look over. I looked up and waved a hand. I fear so, I began. Took an uncertain step back. Profile, I smiled at her. You wish to meet Mr. Fogg? I said, here he is. I smiled and said, so she thought that I was playing it off as a servant so to be disguised. At least that's where I got from that. We should explore a little bit. We should go to the market first. Why can I not buy another suitcase? I want to buy another suitcase. Cairo, Izmir, Budapest, lot in Helsinki. Not going up to Helsinki. Let's go ahead and explore. Plenty to explore in Rome. So we could go to Venice. We could go to Athens. Ooh. Tossing and coin in the water at Trevi Fountain. When Bersaglieri rushed in the square, distinctive fast jog, and began rounding everyone up. Tried to slip away. Too many of them. A lanky man with only sparse beginnings of a mustache gestured at me with his rifle. No, in fact, his entire arm was a rifle attached to his shoulder with iron bands. What? I looked at his eyes. A leather eye patch, a telescopic brass monocle. Half man, half automaton. Wow. Como se llama? Of course I understood, but pretended not to, hoping my status as a tourist would spare me trouble. It did not. Darn it! Tossing out a grenade. I'm no fool. I ran for my life. Is the suave and equally fleet-footed woman declared to hate the scuola for what they've done to the young people. I understood immediately. We've got cyborgs in Rome. This is a interesting turn. This is an interesting first episode right here. Cyborgs. All right. Slowed to a walk. Made my way back to Monsieur Fogg. Didn't look at the people. Did not want to see what had been done to them in the name of progress. Perhaps Rome is the future. I confess, I do not know. All right, so we can actually head out to Venice, or tomorrow at 9 a.m. Dubrovnik, tomorrow at noon. Let's go ahead and go to Athens. So we'll wait. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I can't buy any more suitcases for some reason. Apparently there's no more. All right, let's go ahead and pass the night, and we'll be on our way to Athens. Night fell. Polishing his shoes in the lobby, earned 51 pounds in fees and tips. So there we go. Earned a little bit more money. Let's go ahead and, oh boy. I'm not sure if I want to get on an airship that's named the Icarus, but here we go. Looks like a bothersome route. Lose 9 health. So here we are on the Icarus. Here's hoping that we don't fly too close to the sun. Stowing the luggage was handled by lines of figures with hooks and extendable poles that fitted to their arms. I watched with an acrobat's interest as they flung cases to one another, swung in and out of the cargo hold, moving like monkeys. Cheerful types, raucous humor, efficient. Let's go ahead and converse a little bit. Monsieur Fogg, Passapartout. How you doing? Okay, earn a little from buying and selling possessions as we go. Cracker biscuits. All right, give them a little more health, because that's what biscuits do, right? All right, so trip is long and somewhat slow. Find the waiting involved interminable. Rather there be rushing headlong into adventure and a little less planning and preparation. All right. I asked for a coffee. Screwed the top of her left thumb and poured thick coffee into a mug directly. That's very disturbing. Milk, black. Dreading where the milk might be served them. All right. She handed the cup and I sipped it. I confess it was rather good. Your character is now manicured, whatever that means. So, Sailor was right. The people in Rome, a little strange. For starters, they're half robot a lot of times. The Aegean below sparkled like diamond-covered cloth. Even from the great height, we could see the ferry boats plying their trade back and forth across the water. How do we stay up in the air? A short Greek fellow. My friend, I have not the slightest idea. I don't question things until I'm on the ground. Ask him about Athens. Illustrious past, in the sense that Monsieur Sophos, despite sitting beside me miles up in the air beneath a hydrogen-filled balloon, was happy to live inside his imagination and several hundred years in the past. Interesting. Well, here we are in Athens, and that's where we're going to have to wrap it up for today. So thanks again for tuning in for another episode of 80 Days here on Additional Pylons Games. Hit like and subscribe. Check out some of the other series going on the channel, and we'll see you next time here on APG.